Here we have Pad XT Live Guitar FX, where the problem is there is no sound. I am going to share it to you what happened to the unit. Now I have a power supply. Okay. And the unit is booting normally. And I have the speaker. I will just put in the output. And of course, we have input here. There is no sound. There is no audio out, even if the volume is raised up. Actually, this pedal is working fine. Now, I am going to tell you why there is no sound. I already opened up the device, and this is the main board or motherboard, and this is the pedal control. Now, if your device having an issue about the audio, you have to focus only on this part, audio part, because this part is for the digital, meaning for the system. So our system is working fine, and the only problem is the audio. This is just sample only, because actually I already checked this and just want to share it with you what happened to the unit. It has a lot of regulators here. It has negative 15 and positive 15, positive 8 volts, positive 5 volts, 3.3 volts, something like that. So we have to focus on the negative 15 volts and positive 15 volts because it's related for the audio. 5 volts, 8 volts, and 3.3 volts is related to the system. Now, if you are going to check the positive 15 volts, there is no supply. Even if in the input, it has no supply. Even in the negative volts, there is no supply, there is no output. That's why there is no sound. Now, I am going to tell you why. Actually, this unit uses a generic AC power adapter. I am going to show it to you. I will use my digital tester. I will set it to DC volts, and let us measure the output. Okay, now I am getting 13.6 volts. Actually, this is over voltage because you know why. The supply of this Pad XT Live is 9 volts AC, and someone uses generic supply. Actually, this is a DC, not AC. That's why there is no sound. I am going to show it to you. The supply, it's written on this 9 volts AC, and the ampere is 2000 milliampere. If you converted it to ampere, it is 2 ampere. So 9 volts AC, 2 ampere. This one is not DC, meaning there is no positive and negative lines. And the connector, someone changed this already. This is not the original one. Anyway, I am going to show it how to convert the AC adapter from DC to AC. And this is the adapter that this device uses. It has a multi-selector switch for the AC-DC, for the polarity, and for the volts, it has multi-volts from 1.5 volts to 12 volts DC. Now I am going to show it to you how to convert this to AC, but I am strongly recommend to you to use the original adapter for this model, because if you are using a generic one, it will damage the device, especially if you don't know what is the specs. Anyway, just want to share this to you. If you do not have original adapter, I will show it to you how to convert. Like for example, for this one is a DC adapter, and I will make it AC supply, not DC. And of course, if you do have any kind of transformer type adapter, this one is heavy, the transformer type adapter. The SNPS or switching mode power supply adapter is not capable for this method, no? Because it's different. Like for example, this one is SMPS adapter, and this is not transformer type adapter. It's different because the SMPS adapter, from the inside it's only board and chopper, like for this one, chopper and the electronics components. For this one, it has transformer inside. I'm gonna show it to you. Again, I recommend to use the original AC adapter for this model. Some of the users doesn't know about this, about the power supply AC or DC. I'm making this video for you. This is what I am talking about, the transformer type. It has no boards like this chopper. This one is the small transformer, and it's called chopper. But this one is transformer, big transformer, not small. So this one is SMPS. This one is transformer type. Let me check. As you can see, it has a lot of copper wires here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 lines, and one line is common, and the other line is for the volts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let us check the selector switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So it has 7 output. Now what I am going to do, just to get only the 9 volts AC. How? We are going to check which 9 volts line on this transformer. Common line is over here. It has 0 and 12. Now let us check. We only need 9 volts. This one is 4. Next 5. Next 6. Next 8. Next 9. So we only need these 2 lines. This one 0, the common, and this one 9 volts. Okay, what I'm going to do is I put markings on that side. This one and this one. Let me double check. As you can see guys, no, this one is 9 volts AC. AC, volts AC. Because if you measure it from here, this is actually the line for the output, the main output, the final output, and the volts is DC. Okay, so I will just put it in DC, and we get 13 volts DC. As you can see here, DC. Okay, what we need only is 9 volts AC, because the requirement of this device is AC 9 volts. Alright, so I will just unplug the power cord. Actually, AC has no polarity, so don't worry about positive and negative. Okay, now I am going to connect this to here. This is our common line here, and 9 volts is here. Some of the DC adapter has only 2 lines. At this time, it has multiple outputs and it has multiple volts to select. But if you do have like 2 lines only, like for example, if you have a DC 12 volts adapter, it can be used on this unit. You have to do is just follow what I did on this transformer. Okay, now we already connected the line to 0 and 9 volts. I'm just gonna add solder over here. Actually, I put direct the output, this wire, and the end is on this connector. I put directly to the output from the transformer. It is not goes to any components on this side. It's only on this transformer line. Actually, you can cut the line. Like for example, you have to cut this, no problem, it's okay. You have to cut this, no problem, it's okay. And let's check the output. I will just plug the power cord and let us check the output. Our digital tester is set to AC. Let us check. Now we get 9 volt. Now we get 9.5 volts. Even if you select from here, it will not affect the output because we soldered it directly to the main transformer line. It will not affect even if you choose any options on this selector switch. Okay, so if you do have analog tester like this, you have to set it to AC 10. AC 10. And let me grab the test probe. Check. 9 volts. Okay, so let us check with the unit if it is works or not. Before, it has no sound and it has no volts reading on the negative 15 and positive 15. At this time, we have to check. I will put it on this side and let me check first the audio. I will just put it here, and the input is here, and the power supply, which we get 9 volts AC and on. Okay guys, so you can hear the audio. Before, it has no audio. Now let me check the pedal. Channel volume works fine. Wow. And let us check from the inside so that you have an idea what I'm talking about for the volts. Negative 15 and positive 15 volts. Before, we are not getting any output volts. Now let me check. Our device is installed on. I'm gonna use digital tester. I will just set it to DC. this is the regulator, negative 15 volts. Okay. Yes, we do have now 11 volts, 12. And on the other side is positive 15. Yes. Positive 12 volts. It's okay. 12 is okay. And we do have supply now. That's why our device has with sound now. And let me check with the analog tester. If you do have analog tester, set it to 50. Okay, just put it this on the ground. If you are pointing to positive, this is the positive 15 volts. Yes, we do have 12 volts. If you are reading for the negative, you have to put the red test rod on the ground and point it on the third pin. So we get also 12 volts. Okay guys, so regarding this AC adapter, you have to be careful and make it sure that the ampere is okay. Actually, the amperage of this adapter is only 1 ampere. As you can see, it's written here 1000 mA, 1000 milliampere. If you convert it to ampere, it is only 1 ampere. So this adapter, it works somehow, but it requires a bigger one, because if not, it will overheat. Okay guys, so hope you learned something about this video, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.